Dads of Erie.
That's right. It's episode 48. Another one from the kitchen table.
We're going all night, my friends.
We're going to record 48, 59, 49. Get to our 50 party.
We're just too excited for the 50 party. We've heard from
that
you
we
folks.
haven't even organized
Yeah.
or asked if anyone will come.
Who's coming?
Who's coming? Everybody's coming? Cool.
Don't make us send out one of those email invites.
An Evite.
An evite that says, "Are you coming?"
I love where you get the follow-up one, like, please help, whatever.
Yeah.
Know how many people are coming.
You will get a
You
follow-up
need to
that says,
respond.
"Please do bring gifts for us."
Gifts encouraged.
Extravagant.
The more extravagant, the better.
Yeah, totally. Are encouraged here. Oh man, how's it going, RJ?
Good, man.
We're around the kitchen table once
Around the
again.
kitchen table. We just
at
ate
my
wings.
house, which is fun.
Yeah.
Kids are asleep,
A little different.
enjoying the night.
Yeah.
Man, it's still cold out there in Colorado.
Tired of winter. This winter's been tough.
It is. Why? It's because it's snowed every week, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like, there's been one good snow every week,
Yeah, pretty much.
which my snow boots I'm just disgusted by right now.
Yeah.
Like,
My
don't wanna
car
put
is
these-
gross because I'm like, I'm not going to wash it.
Speaking of the car wash,
Car
the new
wash.
car wash is in town and open.
Did you try it? Because
Yeah.
I heard the other day it was like free or something, like on their opening.
It was a free week,
What?
and you got the deluxe package for free.
Like vacuuming and everything?
Yeah, and it's pretty epic place, man.
Wow.
It was going to get expensive if I go there more than like.
Are they doing
once
the
every 2
membership kind of
They
deal
are.
too?
The $20 month or $40 month.
That's not bad.
I know, it's not bad. And
That's 2 car washes, really.
they have this really unique machine that actually sucks in your floor mats. You put it in, and it
What?
shampoos and vacuums them at the same time and spits them out to get your
What?
floor mats.
That's.
I know you're going to be over there soon.
Yeah,
aren't you?
I'll go there now.
I know your commuter car is gross. I wrote in that a couple weeks ago. Like, don't touch anything. It's a crime scene in here.
It is a little bit. It's a little gross.
Like,
It's the only thing that car gets used for to drive to work.
it's the only thing I know.
I know.
It's
gross.
like, wow, man.
What do you want?
I know. Now, is your minivan? Your minivan's always spotless.
I try.
Yeah,
I try.
you try really well.
I need to buy more Armor All wipes
Yeah.
because I ran out of those. So my dash is a little dusty right now,
Mhm.
but I try.
Armor All wipes are really good.
I know.
Not the spray. It's the
No,
like,
you got to get and it's the big
Canister,
tube
yeah.
canister, and you pull them out like a Clorox wipe
yeah.
type dispenser.
So
That's where it's at.
in my van now, I have a Clorox wipe dispenser,
Ooh, in the van.
and I have a paper towel.
That's genius.
2 of them, and one of them is in storage.
Do you have a trash bag?
I have a trash bag.
That's what I feel like I need to add.
I bought a Dollar General trash bin,
Oh,
a
like a
small
little-
one.
Like bathroom size
Yep,
or whatever. Yeah.
and put a list like grocery sacks in them.
That's awesome.
And then I have tissues,
Yeah.
hand sanitizer,
Genius.
and it's all in this car kit. Now, I can't take full responsibility for this
Why?
because Kristen and I both have done it.
Really?
We both have helped.
In both cars.
No, we just
Just the van.
added and sort of gave our little spills to it.
That's good.
So I can't recommend this enough. Get 2 2-gallon or 2 1-gallon Ziploc bags. Okay.
Yeah.
Throw 3 trash bags in there, a few grocery sacks in there,
And that way you can just.
and then some zippies too, because you never know when you're gonna need those to clean up like a
like a
wet.
wet
that-
clothes
yeah.
or whatever. Yeah. Oh, that's
Accidents do happen on
genius.
the
Yeah,
road.
they still do.
Yeah, man. In fact, have you ever gotten on the situation where like your son needs to go to the bathroom and there's no bathroom? You're like, just open up the van door and let him go.
Not yet.
No,
I've definitely let him pee on the side of the
road.
Not while we're driving.
No, not while we're driving.
Oh, I'm thinking like, dang, dude.
No way! Come on, that's
No,
unsafe.
My wife won't let me do it. She just won't do it.
What? Pull over and let him pee out in the.
She really
Great
is against
God's
him peeing.
creation.
Against him peeing on things.
That's a rite of passage. Man.
I know. I let him do it a little more when she's not around.
Yeah, I get in trouble for it sometimes too because he drops his drawers in inappropriate places.
Which let me tell you about an inappropriate place.
Okay.
Here's a story for you. This is I was probably 12, 13. I still can't eat Big Macs because of this. Here's the deal. I was at McDonald's with my family. I got a Big Mac. So I was old enough that a Big Mac was I ordered a Big Mac. I wasn't ordering
That's
a Happy
a
Meal.
rite of passage as well.
So it's probably 13. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something like that. And for whatever reason, we sat in like the play place, even though my sister and I were too old to be in the play place. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I have full view of the play area, and I watch this kid at the top of the slide just drop trow and just start peeing down the slide. And he finishes up. He finishes up. The slide is sopping wet with urine. Pulls up his pants. He walks away. Doesn't say anything to anyone. And I'm like watching this, and like before I can even do anything or like say anything to anybody, kids start going down, and they're like, "It's a water slide," and I'm like, So still, Big Macs are like, nope, because I was eating a Big Mac at the time. I'm like, all right, I'm done. You know, my mom's like, "Are you
not that gross?
Are you okay?" I'm
I've
like,
seen grosser at.
it's true. I've seen grosser. I've
yeah.
definitely seen grosser now, but now that I have my own children to gross me out. But at the time, I was like, oh, gross.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
yeah.
Oh man, I'm gonna admit it right now on live podcasting airwaves that I was one of those kids that peed down slides at parks when I was in elementary school.
Ew, gross.
We thought it was a really good time as boys.
I imagine you did. I remember peeing. You know the little holes in the baseball field where the bases like clip in or whatever. You know.
Yeah.
I remember like totally like getting down, like squatting to pee into that to see how much pee it would hold.
Oh man, my wife criticized one of our episode 46 because she said I laughed too much because you were telling such
telling
good stories. And this is going to be one of those episodes of just Jay laughing
Just
at RJ.
me telling stories.
Yeah, speaking of laughing at you, the other night at William Oliver was a blast.
Yeah, if you guys haven't been to William Oliver's over in Lafayette, it's right off there off South Public, pretty close to Highway 7.
What's the theme of William Oliver? Because there's
it's like
a theme.
Whiskey and
And
I think we've talked about it because we've been
Yeah.
there before.
Yeah.
But we got to go for a birthday party the other night, and we had the library
Which is always my jam.
reserved, which is where it was
You
at.
know, oh my God.
The only downside was there was not a lot of chairs.
Right.
They had to get us more chairs, which they did a good job of that. But
They did. It was just a fun to have a like exclusive room.
yeah, because you felt like we could tell our stories and talk
Right.
and not, yeah.
And probably that night, I probably laughed the hardest I had in probably 5 years.
Yeah, the birthday girl texted us that night pretty late. Like, that was the most I've laughed in some odd years or something. she
RJ
said.
told some really funny stories,
Yeah.
which
Some
cannot
of them
repeat.
some of them can't even be on the podcast. So
no, but
sorry.
they were so good.
Yeah.
Oh man, I appreciate them. But reserve the library if you can for your function. Happy birthday party for a husband.
I would, yeah, birthday party for a husband or wife. Great,
Yeah.
great space. Yeah.
And I think it's free as long as you call ahead and just reserve it.
Yeah, I think the expectation is just that you're going to have enough people in there to make it worth their while or whatever,
Yeah.
which we definitely did. We were cramming it in there pretty good.
Oh man, it made for a really fun night.
Yeah, it was a fun night.
What's that chocolate place that we go to?
Stam?
Oh man, that's a great chocolate place.
Yeah, just down the street down South Public.
I know
there.
we've talked about that before too.
I think this because it was that same date
That
night.
time,
or whatever.
yeah.
We did.
But that's a great combo.
Really good. Yeah, get some whiskey, some bacon, and then
Eventually some coffee and chocolate.
some coffee and chocolate.
How awesome is that?
It's a pretty rich night.
It is pretty rich night. Oh man. Okay, what else is coming up in Erie?
T-ball's
news?
coming up, man.
I know. We're announcing tonight that we are
Coaching an under 5 T-ball team.
U5 T-ball.
Yeah,
Watch
5
out
and
here.
under, yep.
How much fun will that be?
I don't know.
How long are practices?
we both coach soccer.
Yes. But that was like 1 hour a week.
This is like 2 hours because you have like an hour practice and then an hour game.
Can you imagine hitting T-balls out at practice with these little rascals?
That's my whole plan. Is I'm gonna sit back. Okay, go out there, and I'll smack balls out to them.
Oh, someone's gonna die if you do that.
Oh, I know.
Oh man, it's gonna be a blast though.
We got to work on the fundamentals, man. I don't know.
Yes, fundamentals like spitting seeds.
Chewing bubble gum.
Yeah, yelling at the ref.
Yeah.
There you
I don't think there's even an up
go. No, there's
during
not.
those games.
Trust me, you moms out there who are worried that we're gonna teach them how to yell at umps. Come on.
That's when there's actually umps. We'll
Yeah.
work on that.
And also paying
But-
for ice cream when they win.
Chewing gum and sunflower seeds are definitely going to be part of our practice.
Definitely have to be.
Get the bucket of sunflower seeds from Costco.
The families that sign up were like, we paid what for this?
Listen, your kids are going to come out with skills, okay, people?
skills to pay
life
the bills.
skills.
Bryce Harper skills.
Yeah.
Someday he's going to get, he or she's going to get you $300 million for their skills we shared with them.
Yeah. They're going to be like, look back and be like, Coach J and Coach RJ.
Did you see that contract yesterday?
No.
Well, that's baseball news. I know it's
Yeah.
a little obscure for your taste.
Yeah. Little sports.
But
Center, yeah.
he signed, Bryce Harper signed for over $300 million for 18 years.
That's a long baseball contract.
That is a long baseball contract.
Because how long did like Jeter play? Because like he played forever, I felt like.
Here's a unique wrinkle to this.
Huh.
Bobby Bonilla, no, one of the Mets in the late 80s is still getting paid by the Mets every year in his contract.
What?
And will be past Bryce Harper's contract.
Because they wanted him so bad that they guaranteed him.
Well,
40
he wrote
years or
a
something.
weird contract where he's like, you don't have to pay me now. You can pay me in 30 years, over 30
Kinda
years.
smart.
Which is,
Make all your sponsorship money now and then have guaranteed money for the next.
yeah, we've got to look that up. I just saw that on
That's
on
interesting.
ESPN feed.
I think it's always crazy when you have like the college football coaches that are still like, I think CU's still paying 2 or 3 of their old
gosh.
coaches.
I know,
and they're
man.
paying a new coach. So
There's more drama on college sports than there is on TV sometimes.
there's something to be said about the fact that we're talking about government-run institutions and they're paying these coaches millions of dollars
Yes.
for football. And they're not
Yeah.
paying anything to the athletes.
Don't get me started there.
Yeah, I know.
We're not a political podcast.
we could get political real quick.
real quick. Okay, speaking of Instagram, what is your sort of fun follows on Instagram that you like as a dad?
Okay, if you guys don't follow us, then
Shame on
you
you.
need to follow us.
Right.
Because I repost their stuff or put it in our stories all the time. And it's The Dad, THEDAD, The Dad, and then classic dad moves. They're like meme pages
Yes.
that are all about dad life. And they're hilarious.
Those are pretty funny. I like the sports ones like ESPN and like Fox Sports because
Yeah.
you get sound bites of what's going on in sports without actually having to watch
Little clips.
because
stuff,
we
yeah.
don't have days to devote to sports anymore like we used to.
We can't just sit around watching ESPN for
I know.
hours.
It's true.
I know.
Tonight, are we going to watch the SpaceX launch?
We should.
Yeah, they're
Because they
launching.
stream it usually live, don't
Right.
they? Yeah.
The Dragon is launching
The
tonight.
Dragon.
How cool is that?
How cool is the name of that?
Like I wrote a dragon.
It's not like, oh, this is the Gemini or the
Yeah.
Apollo. It's like Dragon.
We rode the Dragon
Yeah.
to space. It's pretty
Name one
sweet.
like Tank Face.
Yeah. Ballistic missile.
Bullet Gun.
Totally right.
Yeah.
How cool is it that some company like SpaceX is going to launch individuals into space and not be a government entity?
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
Because up to this point, any human that's been in space has been a government employee
right,
of some government.
usually an Air Force graduate too.
Yeah.
Like pretty amazing.
Usually a military background or whatever, too.
This is unique, and our kids are gonna be like, "What? There's a thing called NASA?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now soon we're going to have a Space Force, too.
Oh yeah, yeah. Getting political again. Hey, this might be late. Are you going to sign up for the tree lottery in March 7th?
I want to, but I have no more need for trees in my
Explain
yard.
this.
So every year, the town of Erie, and I don't know how many trees they give away, but you have to be a resident. I think you have to own your home, presumably, because you're going to plant the tree in Erie, and you get a certificate for $200 to the tree farm.
And so you go buy a tree.
You can go buy any tree that's $200, or you can add, it's
Yeah.
a $200 gift certificate. So either buy a $400 tree and get half off, or buy a $200 tree and get it for free.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
And they give a whole bunch of them away, and we've won it twice.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So there's not a lot of people in the lottery.
It must not be. So sign up by March 7th. So if this episode's out after that, sorry.
Sorry, but you should sign up if you want a tree.
Yeah, next year be ready. Follow the town of Erie on Instagram.
Yeah, they've actually increased their game up.
I think I know why.
Why?
Because I think they hired a new social media manager.
Ooh. It's been helpful.
Yeah, because I noticed them on YouTube a lot more now too, than Instagram too. So
Yeah, social media, and then the Erie Rec Center has upped their game.
yeah, I
With-
think same thing there.
Cool.
I think they're realizing that that's where people are at.
Right.
People aren't going to the website.
Right.
I mean,
No.
you will if you really need the info, but you're not going to the website and be like, what's new? That's where social media comes in.
It's true. And then do you have soccer launching this month?
Yeah, I think that's starting up too, isn't it? Yeah.
Spring soccer.
Yeah.
Spring soccer is miserable compared to fall soccer.
I don't know. We had some pretty cool games that year we played with you guys.
That was spring.
Was that spring?
That was spring.
Oh, dang it.
That was spring, buddy.
Especially this spring because this winter's been rough.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I bet.
Well, we tried to sign up and it was sold out before like 7 a.m.
Which is crazy.
Which is crazy.
But, I mean, it just means there's a lot of 4-year-olds.
Which means there's
3 or
more
4-year-olds.
skiing for us this year.
Yeah, I guess
We're
so.
going to continue skiing into April this year, which is
Yeah.
pretty fun. All right. Anything else we need to talk about before we hit the road?
You told me there's a new CrossFit gym.
Oh, there is CrossFit Erie.
So is it Erie CrossFit or CrossFit Erie? Because what's the other one? Centrifugal.
I can never pronounce
some
it.
sort of force.
Yeah,
Erie,
which
CrossFit.
they've been local and supporters of us for a long time.
Yeah, they
We
hit us.
can't-
They hit us up for a while. We never
Yep.
really did anything about it, but yeah,
Oopsies. Yeah, CrossFit Erie is in town now,
yeah.
and it's over there in the sort of business park instead of over in the airport area.
Yeah.
And then we have a new gym coming too.
I saw that. Yeah.
That's going to be built hopefully this year,
Yeah.
which the frame's up now,
Yeah. It'd be nice. It'll be a lot of opportunity to work out.
which we talk about too much.
Do we get accused of that?
No, you accuse us of that.
Well, we talk about pizza and then working out a lot, which
And
is
coffee.
kind of you talk a lot about coffee because I
And dad
don't
life.
even drink
and
coffee.
dad life.
Well, that's the whole reason of the podcast is dad life.
True.
Hey, have you heard about this Google challenge?
Oh,
Where
let's
you Google something like Dads of Erie podcast is.
Yes.
And ours is temporarily unavailable. So, oops. I don't think we've ever been on temporarily unavailable, but it's just kind of funny.
That is funny.
What if I do R? Dads of Erie podcast R. No, nothing.
Wow, we're that famous.
Are
that we-
there. Yeah, we are there.
Yeah. So what is up with this challenge? Is this a recent thing that people have been doing?
I want to say it's Wired magazine that's been doing it with like celebrities where they like, Tom Cruise is, and then they give you like the top 10 and then they answer those questions because obviously that's what people, and because it's based off of what people are Googling
over and over again.
So
Right.
people are asking Tom Cruise is whatever.
Right.
So Dads of Erie is temporarily unavailable. Maybe that means our podcast has been temporarily unavailable.
Oopsie, we're down.
Top result there.
Yeah.
But as far as I know, we haven't been down.
As far as our listeners have told us, we haven't been
Yeah,
down.
I haven't gotten any feedback.
Now, as you watch movies at home these days, do you find yourself pausing the movie and going to Google to find out information about that movie more and more?
Yes.
How interesting
The
is
second
that?
the second screen experience they call it. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that
Totally.
what they call?
Yeah.
Well, like Amazon Prime does X-ray.
Where
which
you're
you
getting
click-
because they own IMDb,
Okay.
which is the big like where would you go to see who's in a movie or all that.
Right.
So all it is giving you that info on screen.
You remember Chuck, the guy that played Chuck?
The TV show one.
Yeah. He was in a TV show recently we were watching and we're like, who is this guy? Is
I
that
know,
Jim?
isn't that
Is
funny
that
how-
Jim?
yeah.
No, and we had to like pause the TV show to figure out
And
it
then
was
Google
Chuck,
it. Yeah.
who had been on hiatus, but not really. He's been on Broadway, but we wouldn't have known that.
I know, it's
except
funny.
for pausing for the. Yeah.
It ends all those arguments where you're like, no, that's this guy, or whatever.
All right. Or you get to the end of a season of a show, you're like, is it going to continue or is
Yeah.
it just
You're like,
done?
Yeah, you're like, what's happening?
So you Google the next 25 minutes of your life away on like,
Yeah.
is this show going to
Is it canceled? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is season
What's
2
the
renewed?
news?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they shooting it? What is happening?
Yeah.
No, it's interesting because I remember watching, I think, Pete the Cat with my
Mhm.
kids on Amazon Prime, and I was like, that voice sounds really familiar. And it's I think they call him Grumpy, and he's like a frog or something. He's the character.
Okay.
But he's one of the kids from Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
the little brother, and I was like, that voice sounds so familiar.
come
I was like,
on.
that's got it. So I just literally was like, Pete the Cat cast, and of course, like, third picture in was him. I'm like, yep, there he is.
So we finished finally all the seasons that our Erie Library has of Big Bang.
Did you?
Season 11.
Are they on their final season this year?
Season 12 is the final,
Oh.
this year. But guess who showed up in the last episode to marry Sheldon?
Who?
I'm not going to ruin it for you, though. But Mark Hamill,
Oh,
Star Wars guy, which
nice.
I looked up his resume.
Yeah, did you know he did a lot after Star Wars, but you just didn't know about it because he did a lot of voice stuff.
He does tons of voice stuff all the time.
He was the Joker for like a whole series of Batman.
right, and he's always on like Cartoon Network.
Yeah,
as
and he did a
different
bunch of
voices.
video games and stuff too. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
there's
pretty
a
cool.
bunch of them that do that. You just don't like recognize it as much.
Right. which it's just interesting. He's an interesting character and really funny to show up and like, you know, like Big Bang.
Yeah, he does it just enough of it that it's like, oh, when he shows up versus like there's some that are like, yeah, okay.
You're
obviously.
Yeah. You're on the last show 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But it's sort of interesting that user experience as a dad life because we watch a lot of shows now. We don't go out to movies. We watch movies at home.
Yeah.
So we have the luxury of
the second screen experience without disturbing people in the theater.
Right. Have you ever been in like a shoot 'em up? Like it's super intense, like the nuclear weapon is about to go off, and you look over, your wife's like Instagramming. Like what?
I totally was doing that though the other day, watching something with her.
Really?
Because it was like I was like, okay, this is not a shoot 'em up as I thought it was going to be.
Oh yeah.
I was like,
truth or dare right here.
What?
Are you gonna? What type of shows does your wife watch that are her guilty pleasures?
She loves the Great British Baking Show.
Ooh.
But she's gotten the kids hooked on it too.
Well, that's a good kid-friendly show.
Yeah.
There's no cussing.
No, and
BBC does,
and it's not as aggressive as like a lot of the American cooking competitions. Like
they're not
they're friendly. They're not backstabbing each other. Or, you know,
voting.
They don't build up the drama as much. I feel like because I'm sure a lot of that's just artificial.
Oh, totally. It's all artificial. Yeah. That's fun. My wife loves Hallmark shows and movies.
Really?
Yeah. Like,
I could see that.
Oh, they're so painful. Thankfully, I don't have to watch many of them with her.
That's good.
Like,
because I can't stand those.
They're good, man. The funny thing is, she's really.
But they're like B movies. They're like so cheesy.
The best part is I have a B commentary rolling in the background that I'm sure she hates.
Yeah, I'm sure it ruins
like I'm mocking the scene or interjecting what he's really about to say.
Yeah.
2 seconds later.
Yeah.
Hallmark
movies.
Oh man, there are plenty of those on Netflix.
There's a lot. They made a lot of those.
They continue to make those.
They're cheap and easy.
Oh man, it's so good. All right, so episode 48 is in the books.
It's in the books.
Man, we're rocking it tonight.
Yeah.
2 episodes.
Hey, make sure you go over to our Instagram. We're Dads of Erie. We want to hear from you guys. We're going to put up a little post about would you come to a episode 50 party.
We would love to celebrate episode 50 with you.
Have you guys on because we'll set up the third mic
and we'll send you an evite. It says bring lavish gifts.
Lavish gifts. We want lavish gifts, and we'll trade you stickers.
That sounds like a great deal to me.
Because we have a whole box of them.
Should we wear jumpsuits that night? Because we need.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
And our fanny packs.
Oh, I love this. I love our jumpsuits.
I know you do.
They're so good. All right.
Our tracksuits. Yeah.
Hey, enjoy your I-25 commute tonight.
Yeah, hit us up.
Today,
Dads of Erie on Instagram, and then, of course, dadsoferie@gmail.com.
Remember, if it ever gets worse out there on I-20, just stop, walk around Target for a little while, and then make your way home.
Sure.
Bye.